Well, the answer is everyone. Like the entirety of Silicon Valley is about introductions. The entirety of Silicon Valley, is about people who genuinely want to be helpful, but have a constrained amount of time with which they can be helpful, right? And so essentially everyone, not just in this room, but anyone who's coming here today to spend time with you is part of this economy of relationships and all of that. And so in the end, people want to support those people that they like and they're excited about what they're doing. And the best thing you can do is convince people you're doing exciting things, right? I help all sorts of people, and I help them for all sorts of reasons, right? And so sometimes the advice I give people is like, find the relationship or the connection. If you grew up in Hollis, New Hampshire, and you email me and say, I want to get together, I'm going to get together with you. Now, there's a reason for that. There are 5,800 people in Hollis, New Hampshire. I was one of them, so now we're up to 57,999 left. My mother and father were one of them. We can start eliminating, right? But what about your alumni associations, or if you're from a company, and there are always relationships, your neighborhood, your whatever, where you can engage in that conversation, start the discussion, and get someone excited. But you need to get them excited. They need to want to be engaged and involved, and if they are, then they'll be helpful. And if they aren't, they won't. And with some reluctance, I'll mention this book only because the first chapter mentions me fairly heavily. So it's completely shamelessly self-promoting. But there's a great professor named Adam Grant out of Wharton who wrote a book called Give and Take. And Give and Take is this idea of people are either givers, there are people who are trying to help people and they think that they will in the long run get value, and takers, people who are like, hey, how can you help me, right? What can you do for me? And then there are people called matchers who go, hey, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you, right? And I think Silicon Valley is largely dominated by people who are givers, who understand that they're trying to make a bigger pie, that Silicon Valley as a whole can be bigger, that every company can get bigger, that every person's life can get bigger, and that it's about helping people, but it's about helping people you like and people you feel, that you'll feel good when the company does better, when the person does better. And so finding those people and making those connections will be invaluable to